Children of the world are curious, active, and full of hope. Their time should be one of joy and peace, of playing, learning, and growing. But for many children, the reality of childhood is altogether different. Violence against children is very common in South and Central Asia, just as it is in the entire world. It occurs in varied situations, in different forms and degrees of severity. Children's participation is crucial in addressing violence affecting them. This film brings together experiences of children who are taking action to overcome challenges in their individual lives, in schools, and in their communities. These examples show that adult support is important, but given the space and opportunity, children themselves have a lot to offer. But at the same time, we should be careful of transferring all responsibilities to the children. Participation of children requires the full support of families and governments for the implementation of children's rights. Let's take a look at how children all over South and Central Asia are taking action to end violence against girls and boys. In Bangladesh, children have raised different issues related to children and violence through a television program called Mukto Khobor. This weekly show, produced by children themselves, proved to be extremely effective in raising the issue through media. The children also took up the case with the concerned authorities to take necessary actions against the perpetrators.
সন্ত্রাসীদের নৃশংসতা আর অরাজকতায় নোয়াপাড়া সাধারণ মানুষ ভীত সন্ত্রস্ত। গায়ের জোরে এরা ভোগ করতে চায় সবকিছু। যে বয়সে বাবা মার করে নির্ভয়ে থাকার কথা, সে বয়সে ইমরানকে ক্ষতবিক্ষত হতে হলো প্রতিবেশী সন্ত্রাসীদের হাতে। নির্মমভাবে কাটা হয়েছে তার বাম হাত। সর্বোপরি দোকানদার ইমরানের বাবা, তার কাছে 2000 টাকা চাঁদা দাবি করে সন্ত্রাসীরা। চাঁদা না দেওয়ায় তার প্রতিফলন হিসেবে ইমরানের হাত কেটে দেয় তারা। অপরাধীদের বিরুদ্ধে রূপগঞ্জ থানায় মামলা হয়েছে, কিন্তু আসামি গ্রেপ্তার হয়নি। এ বিষয়ে জানতে চাই থানা দারোগার কাছে।
যে মামলাটা হয়েছে, একটা ছোট শিশুকে তারা হাত কেটে দিয়েছে, এটা খুব দুঃখজনক ঘটনা। এটা আমরা জন্য মর্মাহত, এবং আমরা এই যে মামলার যে আসামি, এই জন্য আমরা জোর প্রচেষ্টা চালাচ্ছি, অচিরে ধরা পড়ে যাবে।
ইতোমধ্যে থানা সূত্রে খবর পাওয়া গেছে, আমরা অত্র এলাকা ঘুরে আসার পর একজন আসামি গ্রেপ্তার হয়েছে। শিশু কিশোরদের উপর অত্যাচার চালিয়ে নষ্ট করা হচ্ছে তাদের ভবিষ্যৎ। ফলে এদের সবসময় থাকতে হয় আতঙ্কের মধ্যে। অত্যাচারের বিরুদ্ধে প্রতিশোধের চেয়ে প্রতিরোধটাই বেশি প্রয়োজন। জসিমউদ্দিন, মুক্ত খবর, 21 টেলিভিশন, রূপগঞ্জ, নারায়ণগঞ্জ।
भैया कहे बहना
Gorakhpur, a town in the Indian state of Uttar Pradesh, boasts of a group of adolescent and younger boys who realize the important role that boys and men can play to end gender-based violence. They use role plays, simulation games, and songs to raise awareness against dowry and early child marriage. They also engage girls' groups and others in the community to raise discussions on such issues.
इस समय महिलाओं के साथ भेदभाव किया जाता है, उन्हें पढ़ाया लिखाया नहीं जाता है और कम उम्र में ही शादी कर दिया जाता है और उन्हें लड़कों से कम आंका जाता है। लेकिन आजकल की महिला लड़कों से कंधा मिलाकर चल रही हैं। इसीलिए हम लोग गाँव जाकर नाटक के द्वारा सबको जागरूक करते हैं कि कम उम्र में लड़कियों की शादी न किया जाए, उन्हें पढ़ाया लिखाया जाए और हिंसा न किया जाए।
Together with Save the Children, girls groups from Surkhet and Tanhu district of Nepal have tried to create a safe environment for girls in their communities. Girls identified roads, marketplaces, shops, and even schools as unsafe places for girls. To sensitize the community, they use theatre, strengthened by discussions with teachers, village leaders, local administrators, and even fellow boys and girls. Now more and more girls are joining the groups, feeling more safe and secure.
यो समूह बनिसकेपछि हाम्रो गाउँमा यस्तो राम्रो सकारात्मक प्रभाव पर्यो कि जबकि बितेका घटना विगतका 5 वर्षपछिका बलात्कारी केसहरू पनि हाम्रो समूहमा आए हैन। यो समूहले यस्ता केसहरू हेर्छ रे अनि यो समूहमा माया पाइन्छ रे, ममता पाइन्छ रे भन्यो हैन।
केटा साथीले जिस्का बेला पनि अब उदुमुन्टो लाएर हिँड्नु पर्थ्यो भने अहिले त जिस्काउने साथलाई पनि राम्ररी सम्झाउन सकिन्छ। अब स्कुलमा पनि सरहरूले केही कुरा भन्दाखेरि पनि यस्तो भन्दाखेरि बालिकाहरूलाई धेरै असुरक्षित हुन्छ भन्ने त्यो पनि सम्झाउन सकिन्छ र पछि मेरो भन्नाले बहिनीहरू कुनै बालिकाहरूलाई कुनै यस्तो एवं दुर्व्यवहारमा नपरुन् चेतना आओस् भन्ने चाहन्छु।
मैले यो जुन भिडियो ट्रेनिङ लिइसकेपछि हामी समूहमा गएर बालिकाको लागि सुरक्षित वातावरण बाल समूहमा गएर सानो एउटा के बालिकाहरू सुरक्षित छन् त भन्ने भिडियो फिल्म गरायौँ। पहिला त शिक्षकहरूले यो तिमीहरूले काल्पनिक गराएको भन्यो हैन। धेरै बेरसम्म सरहरूले हामीलाई त्यस्तो काल्पनिक हो, यो यस्तो हुनै सक्दैन विद्यालयमा भन्ने जस्तो कुरा गर्नुभयो है। अनि हामीले पछि सम्झाउँदै जाँदा अनि त्यो प्रत्यक्ष कि जुन बालिकालाई त्यो घटना भइरहेको थियो नि त्यही पीडित बालिकाले नै शिक्षकहरूसँग कुरा गरेपछि अनि बल्ल सरहरूले त्यो कुरा गर्नुभयो कि हुँदो रहेछ यस्तो हुँदो रहेछ, हामीले आजसम्म यस्तो होला भन्ने सोचेका थिएनौँ, हुँदो रहेछ। त्यो पहिला हामीलाई जुन हुँदैन भनेर उस गर्न थियो नि त्यो गल्तीमा चाहिँ पछि बालिकासँगै माफी माग्नुभयो कि सरहरूले।
In the Indian state of Orissa, Save the Children, in collaboration with its partner NGOs, facilitated a meeting of children and politicians to discuss the dire consequences of physical and psychological punishment on children. This was the first time in India that such an interface of children with political representatives took place on this issue. This forum was the culmination of numerous consultations and dialogues among children, village education committees, and district officials. In all these discussions, children demanded a platform to share their opinions and views on the current education system. This interface aimed to fill that void. The purpose of the meeting was also to discuss recommendations and actions for banning physical and psychological punishments and introduce positive discipline in schools and institutions. The immediate result of the interface was the banning of corporal punishment in schools in the state of Orissa in August 2004. For the past 30 years, children are being trafficked from Pakistan to the Middle East, where they are used as camel jockeys in races. In the last few years, there has been an awareness and demand that children must not be used in inhuman sports events, which could cost them their lives. Save the Children, together with Pakistan Rural Workers Social Welfare Organization, conducted an in-depth research focusing on the situation of children who had worked as camel jockeys. Children who had previously worked as camel jockeys and those who were vulnerable to it were actively involved in this research. The research revealed that the sport severely abuses and exploits children in every way. As part of this research, children have also suggested concrete ways to overcome the situation. "13 girls and 12 boys, representing Afghanistan, Bangladesh, Bhutan, Maldives, Nepal, Pakistan, and Sri Lanka, came together at the South Asia Children and Young People's Consultation for the UN Study on Violence Against Children in May 2005 in Pakistan. The children shared their experiences, concerns, and achievements in taking actions against violence. Children also recommended ways to end all forms of violence against children.
Government should create national laws against physical and psychological punishment and make systems to implement and properly monitor these. Teachers should behave lovingly and affectionately towards children. There should be mechanisms in school and out of school where children can complain about severe punishment.
These are only some instances of children's actions that have been video documented. Many more examples exist in South and Central Asia, which are as inspirational. These examples show the power and potential that children have to bring about a change in their lives, given the right kind of support. Parents, communities, governments, and organizations need to recognize and wake up to the reality that children are not passive receivers, but social actors. Involve children, listen to them, and take their views seriously. Children do have a lot to offer, if only given a chance.